Right now, you doing this morning? Yo, what's up? Just walking right now, guys. When I get started this morning at 4:30, I just got on here a little early for you guys who get up at 4:15, and want to go ahead and get started. Today, I just got on here a little bit early. Wanted to be visible for you. Hey guys, how you doing this morning? Uh, Not particularly well, Braden. So that's something for my children to do. I'm not particularly talented at Fortnite. Um, But for you guys who are on here early this morning, let me try to get my device stabilized here. See if I can get it to keep up with me versus tracking everything else. All right. So, um, yeah, guys, like I said, starting a little early this morning. I just wanted to get up, get connected, uh, try to work out some of the kinks with my hardware, be up, and as you can see, that was the sky. For some reason, this thing wants to track everything but my face. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old. I'm right here, dude. I don't know where my camera keeps floating off to. Oh, but we're gonna figure it out, guys. Give me a second. Let's just shut it down. All right. Let's see if we could turn this on. Pick up my face. Hey, yeah, once again, guys, I'm gonna try to do this again. Thank you for coming out this morning and joining me. So this is the 4:30 walk and talk on early for those of us who are up early, making sure we are getting it in, guys. It is going to be a beautiful day today. Welcome to Monday. Um, as you know, a big part about being disciplined is that it's a daily thing, it's a daily journey. I'm excited about it. I am on the East Coast. I don't know how many of you guys are joining me from the East Coast this morning, but I do appreciate you stopping in. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Hey, thanks. Uh, you got to stay up, or you're gonna be always getting up. So I do know that in order for us to achieve what we want, guys, we got to get out here and go after it. So that's what I'm trying to do on a pretty regular basis. Trying to make sure I'm staying on the active pursuit of my goals. Trying to make sure um, what I'm doing. One of the creators that I follow, his name is he goes by King Explicit. He just says keep posting, and I agree. You do want to keep posting. I would like to take it a step further, guys, and say keep posting, keep connecting, keep building community. That's an awesome thing about this is when you set out to build a community, connect with people, it's got great potential, great opportunities for you. Again, thank you for stopping in. This is the 4:30 walk and talk. Uh, I hear you. What's that? Don't ever delete anything. You're right. Uh, okay, Diego, how you doing? Thanks for commenting. Please go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for sharing. Go ahead and drop a like and and share this out to other people. All right. So I appreciate everyone who stops past and says anything. And the reason I have that appreciation is because you're taking a moment out of your day to connect, right? So it doesn't matter for me in particularly. And this is what's important about this YouTube community, especially for you creators out there. This is where it's important for you to understand when you are sharing something, it doesn't matter what you're sharing. When you're sharing something, when people take time out of their day to stop and share back with you guys, make sure you try your best to recognize them. Not everybody is going to have something positive to say. Not everybody is going to come from a place of love. Not everyone is going to understand that the purpose of your life is you individually. And so for a lot of people, that turns into lashing out. It turns into anger. It turns into just being upset. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing this morning? Uh, Proto Piper, Jonathan, right? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate everyone sharing in the chat in the community. Please, guys, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, I am on here every morning at 4:30. So no matter what Eastern time, I'm going to be on here 4:30 in the morning. You guys want to swing past, drop a comment, a like, a share, do any of those things, subscribe to the channel. It's great. It's great for the algorithm. It helps to continue to provide me with the ability to get this great content out to the people, right? And in order for us to continue to do that, in order for us to continue to work as a community and continue to build on what we do, we need to make sure that we're taking the time to stop past and take a look at the people who are out there. Like I said, I'm out here 4:30 in the morning, East Coast time. I spend a half an hour on here every morning. This is just an opportunity, like I said, for me to share my experience. And my experience and what we talk about here at BND Finance Fixers is all about discipline, right? We talk about the ways for you to get up, to be involved, the ways for you to always be working on yourself, and the ways for you to support others, right? It's a really big thing. Um, and so, in order for people to continue to receive these opportunities, continue to work, all we have to do is just get up and share, right? Currently, it's a free platform. It doesn't cost you anything to be on here. It doesn't cost you anything to share your experience. And for a lot of people, we have goals. We're striving to get to certain places to achieve certain things. In order to do that, it is going to require for us to be disciplined, right? And so we have repetition, right? And then we also have, because we talk about the four pillars. If you've been here before, guys, you know, I always talk about the four pillars, and the four pillars of discipline are going to be repetition, consistency, patience, and perseverance, right? And what should happen, guys, is that you'll see my channel has less than 1,000 subscribers, guys. But I've been doing this consistently in the morning for less than a week. And the algorithm is saying, hey, if you're going to be on here, we're going to put you in front of people. And then sometimes they put you in front of people who don't have anything positive to share. That's where your perseverance comes in. That's where you have to look at it and you have to say, I get it. Not everyone agrees with me. Not everyone sees things the way I see it. Not everyone has positive intent in their heart. Not everyone is out here to see others do better. But in order for you to succeed, in order for you to strive, in order for you to continue to grow, you have to understand that's going to happen in every area of life, every area of life. That's not just going to happen because you want to post to YouTube. That's not just going to happen because you want to improve in your job. That's not just going to happen because you want to get better grades. It's going to happen all over the place. And a lot of people choose to be that. And keep in mind, many of the people who choose to knock you down is because they were afraid to take action themselves. Uh, Diego, the world is healing on live. It is. I'm trying to help the process. Let me see if I can check out a couple of these comments. Call it a gift. Okay. Hmm. Bernie Ferreiro, I think I'm saying that right. Uh, and Fizzle. Thanks for the knowledge. Love this. Thank you too, bruh. Thanks for being here, bruh, sister, whoever. But again, guys, the focus right now is what I would like to focus on and what I would really like for everyone to be able to do. Give me a second because I've been walking for a minute and I didn't start my workout. What I like for everyone to keep in mind and for everyone to take uh, for themselves, for everyone to be able to qualify and verify for themselves and for their own experience is that people around you may say a lot of things. People who call themselves your friends, people who say that they support you. Um, there'll be people out here who say, "Hey, I'm a nice person. Um, I don't wish bad on anyone." And then there are just times where their behaviors will show you different. Okay, so don't be surprised when people's behaviors show you different. This walk and talk this morning is a pretty simple one, guys. Um, as you can see by the title, you're just gonna fail again. And for a lot of people, I'm gonna share some information with you today, and you're gonna get it. I need you to stay tuned because it's really important. It's some information that I just found out yesterday, and it's about how the process, it's the exact process you need to follow to make sure that you don't fail again. Because most of what happens for so many people is they haven't learned the key principles of discipline. And I kind of gave you a little bit of it earlier. For those of you who checked in earlier, I gave you a little bit of that information when we were just talking, when I was just sharing with you, like from my heart, what I see going on in terms of YouTube creators and different channels being out there, right? And one of the big things that's important for you to understand is that when you put yourself out there, when you say, "Hey, I have a goal that I want to achieve, I have something I'm working on," you have to remember that when you're trying to give something to others, when you're trying to be of service to others, which is the best way to give back, which is the best way to build yourself, to give yourself purpose, to give yourself your why. When you start doing that, there are going to be people who don't understand it. There are going to be people who don't like it. And there are going to be people who just don't have anything else to do but to hate you. And that's not your fault. It is not your responsibility. It is not your responsibility to ensure that haters or people who don't have any other goals or anything else to do to keep them from coming into your feed. Our responsibility, and as I see it, my responsibility is to show love, right? Is to continue to understand that, hey, for that person, that may be their drive. As I said in yesterday's walk and talk, I used to be that type of person. I was a person who would tell everyone I am at one with my anger. I was upset often, and I was happy to be upset. It was a part of how I lived, guys. It was a major part of what I put out into the world, and I got that energy back on a regular basis. And so, the title of this is simply saying, "You'll fail again." But I have a way for you not to fail. I have the information that can help you not fail. And it begins with discipline, guys. And I'm going to share, as I said before, stay around and I'm going to share with you exactly how that process works. Because it is not as challenging or as difficult as some people may make it seem. It's a fairly simple process. And it's information that I was able to come across yesterday, right? And there's the thing when you are committed. I mean, like truly committed to achieving your goals. When you're truly committed to making it to the places or making changes in your life, certain things show up. And in order for you to speak to those things, in order for you to remain uh, true to those things, you have to have a why. You have to have a purpose and a reason for why you're doing what you're doing. Because as I said, things and people will show up. And the reason you have to have that is because you need to develop perseverance. Because patience is just understanding that it's going to take time. and that you have to have patience and you have to wait. Perseverance is when that time gets hard. And then there are people who are looking to tear you down. There are people who don't support you. There are people who not just don't support you, but are actively against you. And this happens to a lot of creators. You have to learn how to persevere. And so when you get up in the morning and you start to do that work, here's what you really have to do, guys. You have to make sure that you are not the one that's destroying yourself. You have to make sure you're not working against yourself. You're going to have enough people out there. And so, what happens for most people, and this is a really big deal, most people look for motivation. They look for videos, they look for motivational quotes, they look for motivational speakers. They pay to go to events over and over and over again. And they say, okay, I just need to be motivated. They put their rock music on, they put their hip hop on, they put on whatever the music is that's going to drive them in the morning when they get up so they can go out and they can be a part of the journey in the way they want to be. They can work on themselves in the way they believe is going to be best for them. And there's nothing wrong with motivation. As I've said, and I always share this with people, I do not believe motivation is a bad thing. But what you have to understand is motivation is temporary, it's fleeting. And the worst motivation is hate. That's why I'm telling you, when people start to come into your circle, when people start to show you that they are not mindful or they don't care about you, your development, or how they impact you, you need to be mindful of it. You need to be prepared to take action because of it. You need to be prepared to understand who these people are, how they impact your life, and how you're going to allow for them to continue to be a part of it. And so as I'm out here, guys, and I'm doing this walk in the morning, and I start to receive information and I start to receive communications in the feeds, and I read those. Some of you guys are awesome, and I love what you're saying. Other people in the comments, they come in, and the emphasis is on being able to distract or to destroy or to tear down. But like I said before, every comment that you drop into the feed, everything that you do helps the algorithm and it brings more eyes. And so imagine it this way, guys. Imagine, look at it like this. If you're walking down the street in one of the major cities and you have a street performer out there, right? Most people walk past. Most people will walk past a street performer. If you really want to improve the number of people who show up at your street performer, bring a heckler with you. Bring one guy to stand off to the side and boo you. And I guarantee you, you'll have more people support you because you have the heckler. You'll have more people come in and say that they believe in you and they want to see more of you and they want to encourage you because of the hater. And that's what the algorithm does. The algorithm says, I don't care what you're commenting about. I don't care what the content is. If you're commenting, clearly what's going on this channel is something that people need to be a part of, and it brings in more eyes. And my message is for the eyes that come in, for the people who want to be here and the people who want to hear the message, guys. I'm telling you, you have to persevere. You have to have the understanding that motivation is going to be a fuel, and you usually get it just as something that should help you get up. But there are going to be moments where motivation isn't going to get it done. There are going to be moments when you're going to need to just be disciplined and you're going to need to get up. And that's why this is titled the way it is. For most people, go back to bed because you're laying in bed anyway. You got your motivational video on, your music comes on, and you laid in bed for 36 minutes watching two long form motivational videos, and you still haven't gotten up. You've been watching it since 3 o'clock. It's 4:42. All you had to do was get up. There has to be a moment where we just get up, where we just do it, where we just take the steps, we take the strides, we do the things that are necessary for us. And this is why so many people fail. This is why so many businesses fail repeatedly. The other part is patience. If you don't have patience, you're not going to make it. You have to understand that, right? And this is I get really passionate about this. This means a whole lot to me. And the reason it means so much to me is because I understand that there are people out here who are trying their best, and then you're not giving yourself credit for the work that you're getting done because you're looking for someone else to give you credit for the work that you're getting done. You don't need to be validated by outsiders. Your work validates you. Get up and do your work. And that is the irony. You're absolutely right, Teresa. The irony is I am motivational, but my motivation, I'm not trying to motivate you to do something. I'm trying to share with you the power of discipline. And the thing about discipline is you have to let it kick in. I can be as motivational as I want to be. But literally, I should be seeing people getting up and going to work. You should be saying, all right, I'm gone. All right, I'm up. If the feed, so I'm doing this every morning at 4:30 to 5. I'm up in the morning. My body's waking me up now somewhere around 3:50. So I'm up and I'm already at it, right? And so now you want to get up, right? So if you're going to get up and get going. If you want to drop in here just long enough to say, hey, I'm up, I'm out. Drop in, say, hey, I'm up, I'm out. Drop a like and get to work. Get on your grind. I'm going to be on this walk anyway, right? I'm going to be taking this walk anyway because this is my journey. This is my opportunity to be out here. I don't need you sitting in here for 30 minutes with me. I don't need you sitting in here for 30 minutes if you ain't on the walk with me. If you walking with me, let's walk together. If you're up and you're out and you're already on your work, let me know. Drop it down in the chat. Say, walk with me. And for those of you who are up and you're already working out and you're already getting things done, just drop in the chat, say, yo, I'm up. Because it's not about the motivation. The motivation is what kickstarts it, but it takes the discipline, man, because it's hard mornings. It was 18 degrees outside yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You'll be up at 5. All right, Teresa, thank you very much. And so that's the thing is that it is difficult to get up. There are times when you don't want to, and we don't know what's going on in people's lives. We don't know the things that they're going to, the things they're going through. And trust me, people are going through tough times. I'm personally dealing with issues. As I shared before in the channel, my dad just passed away in January. And so this is an understanding that things are not always simple. Things are not always easy. Things are not going to always be a cakewalk. But you're not out here because of a cakewalk. You're not out here looking for easy. And we know it's a challenge, man. And this is the thing that I learned is that people fail because people are impatient. And we think it's a whole bunch of other things. The primary cause is a lack of patience because we want it and we want it now. I want to go to the gym. I want to work out today. And tomorrow I want to be ripped. I need my six pack now. Great. Give me Ozempic. We have to do work. There's the impatience. We are now a society that says, I need my results immediately. I don't want to work for them. I don't want to spend the time working on myself. I need my results and I need my results now. And these are the types of things that are constantly taking us and moving us backwards. And I told you I'd share with you this key that I learned. And this key that I learned is patience and perseverance as the two cornerstones of discipline are one of the primary drivers to people achieving success. And here's how it works. And I stated this earlier. Like I said, I came on a little early and I was just kind of walking and sharing with some people. One of the primary drivers is the patience and perseverance because we need to learn it is not an instant fix. It's not something that happens immediately. So we have to be prepared to wait for the outcome. And then we also have to understand during that time, we will need to persevere. And persevere means when you perform consistently, you have to continue to perform consistently, even in what is called the dark times. When you are not getting the results you expected, when you are not seeing the things in the way you would like to, when your streams aren't going right, when your workouts aren't showing results, when you lost 5 pounds last week and gained 3 pounds yesterday, when these things start to happen, you have to understand that discipline is what tells you to continue to go. And it's perseverance. It's that patience and perseverance that you use to keep going. You have to know where you're going. You have to have a goal. You have to know what it is you're looking for. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, don't don't wake up to watch me walk and talk. If you're not going to wake up and walk and talk with me, like, don't lay there. Don't lay there. Get out of bed. And that's the thing is, so many of us are awake and we're still laying down. This is the issue of for those of us who are capable and we choose to complain. This is how we make excuses and how we take and how everything outside of us becomes the reason why we aren't where we want to be. Because my job doesn't like me. The new managers they only hire people they know. They're not looking for people like me. They're looking for younger people. They're looking for older people. They're looking for people who they can pay less. These are all excuses. When you say that, you are giving up control of your life. If you have an objective and you have somewhere you're trying to get to, and you continue to make excuses about how all the external things outside of you that you have no control over are determining your outcome of your life, then you're giving up control. Lay back down. Lay down. Switch over to another scroll to the next thing on your feed. Because if you are going to continue to make excuses, lay down, man. Don't talk about it. Stop telling people what you want to do and get up and do it. I'm going to share a really so this is directly in my life because I used to be that person. I was a personal trainer and I was working for a gym when I was in Maryland. Mom and pop gym. They grew it in the community in Prince George's County, and I was grinding. I went to that gym and I was grinding. Uh, I was working, I was supporting, I was training trainers, I was training clients. And I would come in every day, and I'm telling you, I'm standing there. I had 15, 20 clients around me after a group session, and I'm walking through. And it started with me just sharing information in regards to fitness, things about certain types of meals to eat, when to eat, different ways to work out, how you can make adjustments. That's what it started about. And then it started to go into other things. It started to go into relationships, go into money, go into what should I do for school, go into all types of other information. How should I start my business? What type of work should I do? And so I'm sitting here and I'm talking to these people. And one day I'm talking to this group. And one young lady asked me, she was like, well, what if I want to be a personal trainer? And so I gave her all the information about, hey, here's what to do if you want to be a personal trainer. And she was like, well, how do I really make money? And then I walked her through what she could do to make money. Keep in mind at this time, I'm being paid on commission. I'm not being paid up front. I'm being paid on commission only. I'm not even being paid for my training sessions. So I'm being paid on commission. And I gave her all of this information about how she could go out, be a personal trainer, make this money. You make your money by selling the product to your customers, getting them what they want, continuing to just be a voice for them. And then other people will come to you and, you'll build your brand, blah, 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 blah. And so I told her all of this. And then she was like, she came straight to me and she said, straight up, she said, if it's that easy, why aren't you doing it? Come to God moment. Are you talking about coming to God? Hey, how you doing, Lloyd? I'm 52, man. 52 years old. I don't have a problem sharing that. But you're talking about a come to Jesus moment. At that very moment, she said to me, stop talking and do it. I'm giving all of this advice out. I'm telling people to do all of these things. And on the fitness side, I'm crushing it. But what I had to figure out, and I hadn't figured out at that point, are the same principles of discipline that apply to my fitness journey also apply directly to my financial and my life journey. And I hadn't identified it. I had not yet seen it. I had not yet been able to draw the correlation between the two. And because I failed to do that, I failed to see the results of my time and my investment and to grow in a way that I should be growing. And that's why I'm here now. That's why I'm sharing with you guys. And I'm telling you, I did all of it. I played the music. I played all the different roles. I spoke to people. I'm telling you, get in the room, get people riled up and getting people going was my thing. My birth father was a Pentecostal preacher from the South. Fire and brimstone, I'm talking about. I'm letting you know it was coming. Jesus was coming back tomorrow, guaranteed. And so, oh my goodness, trying to get my camera back on. And during that time, one of the things that he would do, and one of the things that I think is a significant trait that I picked up from him, is that he would definitely, oh man, my camera's all over the place right now. He would have the ability to start a church and build a community pretty much anywhere he would go. And during this time when he was starting the church and he was building these communities, one of the things that he would do is he would motivate people. That's what preachers do. They motivate you. But you got to understand, when you walk out that church, you you think they got what is it, Wednesday night prayer service and Thursday night Bible study, because that motivation is good to get your offering in that plate. But you need to be disciplined and you need to be on your faith for those times when motivation is not the only thing that's going to get it done. When you need something else, you need another way of supporting your walk. You need another way of identifying that you have goals and objectives and you're trying to achieve those. These things are going to always be important. They're going to always require for discipline. And that's an action by you. And I'm happy to be here and offer you guys a moment of encouragement. I'm happy to be here and offer you guys a little bit of my time to share what my experiences have been in the hopes that it'll benefit you as well. But I'm letting you know, guys, it is going to be up to us to choose how we're going to take our journey. It's going to be up to us to understand that the next steps for us are going to be about focus on our true goal, focus on our true objective, and working to achieve it. I cannot express more how grateful I am to have you guys here. I'm trying again. I'm having some technological difficulties, but I'm trying to get it straightened out here. I can't explain to you how grateful I am to have you guys be a part of this process, um, and be here with me, allowing for me to share with you. I'm trying to get this tracker to come on. There we go. And allow for me to just be able to give you a piece of my story. I'm out here every morning. I'm out here from 4:30 to 5. I'm taking my walk. And this key, guys, as I stated before, is patience and perseverance. There are four cornerstones to discipline. And discipline is the foundation upon which we build success and mastery. And I share this in this way because discipline, once you've developed it, you can point it at anything and you can get the job done. You can complete that thing. As I explained earlier, my issues with me not knowing how to translate the same discipline I used in my fitness journey to my financial journey and to my life journey held me back for years. But coming to this understanding that once you've developed the discipline to be able to move forward, it is a great way. It is one of the easiest ways to get things done. And that's why we have to make sure we understand what all of the pillars are. You have repetition, consistency, patience, and perseverance, and they build on one another. And when you use them to build, you create a foundation. It's called discipline. And then it doesn't matter what you put on that foundation. Once you put it on there, it's going to go towards building you. It's going to go towards completing that task and getting to that thing. And that's what I'm trying to share with everyone. That's the part that excites me. That's the part that gives me this motivational tone, is because I know what you can accomplish once you've achieved discipline. But you have to get there. I can't get you there. I can't preach you there. I can't make you go there. Nobody can. I don't care how many motivational experiences you go to. I don't care how many times your pastor tells you that we're on a 1 million calorie burn challenge. I don't care how many times you talk about doing anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's fitness, financial, relationship, life goals. I'm letting you know the key to being able to achieve it is you must develop discipline. And it's 4 pillars, guys, 4. And they're very simple. Repetition is the easiest one. It's the first one. Repetition just says keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing it. But you have to understand this does not mean you need to do it harder. If the thing that you're doing is the thing that you do, keep doing it. That's what repetition is. You keep doing it. If you bounce a basketball, keep bouncing it. Don't worry about it. We'll work on some things to get it better. There'll be some elements that we'll add. There'll be some programs, there'll be some training. We'll bring in some people. We'll put you in different situations. We can improve your ball handling. But right now, because it's what you do, keep doing that. That's repetition. Go to the court every day. Next is consistency. Consistency is now saying we're going to go to the court, but now we're going to bounce this ball 100 times in each hand and then move it over to the other hand. And we need to do this, and then we're going to start to time it, and we're going to keep the body in a certain position. And now you have parameters by which you are grading your repetition, right? And then you have to be patient. And now we're going to stay with the basketball example. You're not going to be the greatest baller. You are not going to be Kyrie Irving next week. Okay, we still have other exercises to add. We're adding different elements. We're using tennis balls. We're throwing the ball off the wall. We're talking about you just continuing to work. And now, once you go through that process and you've understood that, hey, I'm doing this work and I'm starting to get better, now you have to persevere, because there are going to be some times where you're doing it and you still go in a game and you got 4 turnovers. There's going to be a time when you're doing it and you just can't get this crossover. It's coming off the back of your foot every time. There are going to be times for when everything out there is going to require for you to persevere through the moment. And at the bottom, what do we have down here? Arif Khan, you got 9 years, banking, 2 years in asset management, and you need a job. You're your resource. You're your resource. That's what I'm trying to say to you right now, Arif. It's the same thing I'm saying about discipline. I don't know what area you're in. I personally don't need an asset manager, but you have the resources and you have the skills. Right now, your key is working on your skill. The opportunities are out there. As Jim Rome made this comment, I think it's phenomenal. It's a very old comment, and a lot of people don't understand it. Work harder on yourself than you do at your job. Arif, keep working on yourself. If you have 9 years experience in banking, there's still more information out there for you, right? If you have 2 years of asset management, there's still more information out there for you. There's still more for you to know. And there are still people out there looking for the services that you have to provide. So you don't need a job. You need to work on yourself. And keep in mind, a job, that's a whole other conversation. But when you start talking about getting a job, you're not focusing on achieving your goal. And once you know your why and you know your goal, then the job is merely something that's exchanging money for your time to get you to where you want to go. I wish you the best, Arif. Please, you guys, if you go to my channel, there's contact information within my bio. You can use that to reach out to me. I would love to hear from you guys. Yes, with all of my heart, Arif. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has been that way all my life. And so I want to let you guys know, if you want to reach out, you can definitely reach out to me. It's right there. The information is in my bio. Hey, Big East, what's going on? You can drop me any information. If you want to share some information with me as well, feel free to share there. I would love to hear from you guys. And please remember, every morning I'm here at this time, 4:30 to 5. Please continue to drop comments, like, subscribe, and see more of what we have out here in BNV Finance Fixers. It was great talking to you guys this morning. I really appreciate you being here and all of your time. You guys take care, and I will see you next time.